They will not stop me. Tenfold, I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Victorious years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they...
Coach, there will be time for reflection. Certain played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check safety. Rush in.
This is the former... The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time.
And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Jam. Watch twist. Check. Check your backer. Check. Find down. Watch safety creep. Your mind.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play. Play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Monday, down. 180. Express. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's Riddick. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Broncos' 22-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check 52. Check.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Go Chief. Check 13. Check 3.
On the jet sweep, this is Bryant. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Down. 185. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 29. 51.
Hey, Team 6.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Derek Wolfe, his 2nd sack of the night. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Washington. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the...
They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Washington gets it going right. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 180. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. do?
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Don't be mad.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Buying time to his left. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Behind. Ready. Hurry up.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flacco. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we have reached halftime here in the final. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Third and just one. It's Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 45 on second down, Flacco escaping the pressure right. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run with Washington. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be in. Complete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood! Nice, sweetheart!
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Drop deep.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Flacco now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Regular. Hey, orbit.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Hey, Monday. Gun. Drive up. Check. Monday. Hey, Hunt.
Operating off play action, Flacco. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Clelin Ferrell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Back now in the East Bay. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Derek
Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Flacco's throw there complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Big hit.
You're over here. Don't be scared. Hey! Monday! Hey! Wahoo!
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check your hot read. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
One, later one.
Watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37.
Switch. Slide down.
Back.
New lady. It's up.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99. No. Big Ed. 6 guys. Check.
Yo, Chief.
Check. Lucky.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, D.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Going to try to jet sweep with Nelson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 20-yard line.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You drop Orchard. 93. 93.
To throw is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. Oh, no, he lost the football. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Raiders escape with a victory.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.